Hi ladies, this is Saratova Best. Welcome to our latest project, or Pnimi. This is Lili Nishmas Taiva Bas Eliyahu. It's a very special project to enable us to jump into the Parsha, because when we read the Parsha, the question is, we know that we all read the Parsha, but do we realize that the Parsha reads us? It does read us. Because as the Rebbe says in Parshas Lech Lecha, the shlemus, the completion of Torah, depends on our Lech Lecha, depends on what we do. It's not the Torah and the Parsha within the Torah is just sitting there. It's a static thing, and we read it and we get some inspiration from it. That's true, and that's a more classical view. But even deeper than that, it's a living, organic thing, entity, that takes in its energy and grows, expands and contracts based on what we do, how we take it in, how we understand it, how we integrate it, and how we live it, and then how we take it out to the world. And therefore, this new project, or Pnimi, is there to enable women around the world to add to the Parsha, to create the life of the Parsha and bring it out so that it fills the world with the light that it's intended to fill it with. So let's go. We're just going to give a quick drop, quick nakuda every week. Parshas Lech Lecha. I'm going to tell you an interesting little divine providence. And by the way, check us out on orpnimi.info, and God willing, soon to come, our Facebook group, our Facebook page, or Pnimi. Anything saying or Pnimi, look for us, and we'll be there interacting with you, seeing how we take the Parsha as teachers, as mothers, as business people, as entrepreneurs, as consumers, as buyers, as sellers, as pedestrians, as citizens, as you name it, swimmers, dancers, artists, how we take the energy of the Parsha and transform it through all of those modalities. So we want everybody to interact, add your comments, tell us how you see this happening to you this week. Okay. So here's the divine providence. This is my first video for this project, and I thought, okay, so what am I going to do? I'll take a video on my phone. And then I realized that I didn't have enough storage space, bandwidth, however you want to call it, on my phone. To do what? To record Lech Lecha. And then I realized, perfect! That is Lech Lecha. Lech Lecha is a story about Avram Avinu, which then becomes our story, in which Hashem says to Avram Avinu, Avram, at that point he was Avram, you come from Ur Kasdim, you and your father brought you to Haran, you have an issue. You have an incredible mission, an incredible shlichus, to fill the world with light forever. And guess what? You don't have enough bandwidth, storage space. Essentially, you don't have enough bandwidth on the frequency that you're living on, that you've been given, the frequency that you've downloaded from your father's home, from your birthplace, from where you've come from your training. You don't have enough bandwidth on that frequency, excuse me if I'm not using the terms right, to be able to do your shlichus of filling the world with light. Because what you're going to be doing is, you're going to be going to Eretz Canaan, which is a really low, disgusting place, and you're going to transform it to Eretz Canaan, Eretz Yisrael. That's no small job. And not only that, if you do it, you're then giving the abilities, the kaiches, to your children forever to do the same thing. take the lowest, grungiest places and grungiest, most darkest situations and transform them to Eretz Yisrael. It's called Dir B'Tachtonim. So, guess what? On your current frequency, it's not going to work. There's not enough bandwidth. It's just not going to work. You're a great person. You're Avram. But as Avram, it's not going to work. You need to upgrade to Avraham. That requires a number of steps. And the major step is Lech Lecha. So Avram Avinu, besides what I'm telling you, let's give this over to your children, including all the women who are watching this video right now. A directive, a call to upgrade based on the idea that we don't have enough bandwidth on the frequency of life that we're used to living on, that we got from how we grew up, how we got used to things. There's not enough bandwidth. The frequency isn't going to work for the next leg of the journey. Now, so why do the next leg of the journey? Who says I have to fill the world with light? So the issue is that as a Jew, a child of Avram Avinu, we will never be satisfied with anything other than filling the world with light. That's just a download. What are you going to do? Good luck. We will never be satisfied with anything other than filling the world with light. So you got to do what you got to do, right? Just even to be able to breathe. Just to breathe. Just to feel like, yes, I want to do. Just to feel like you have some space to breathe. Doing your mission is what will give you the space to breathe. So, what we're hearing in this parsha is the following. Lech Lecha. It's essentially a 3-step process to upgrade us so that we can do what in truth we love to do. So that we can do what in truth is the only thing that we love to do. Fill the world with light. So what's the three-step process? What's Lech Lecha? Step 1. Be ready to leave behind the familiar. Oladcha beis avicha, Lech Lecha me'artzecha me'oladcha mibeis avicha. We all know these words. Leave behind what you got from your birth, what you got from your father's home, what you got from your country, all the old familiar, cozy, warm, all that familiar stuff, the old stuff that you even know isn't really working for you so well anymore. The old approach to living, I'm limited, it can't work, all that stuff, all the limitations that you sort of suspect are not working. Are you ready to give it up? Only if I have something better. See, the sirens in the background are saying go for it. So number 1, be ready to give it up. Now, if somebody came to me and said give it up, I would say, have a nice day. You give it up. If Hashem comes to me and says give it up, I'm going to sit up and listen. So Hashem is coming and saying give it up. Because when Hashem says give it up, here you have your safety zone. Here you have all your warm cozies, all the stuff you're used to. He says, just give it up. Because what I have over here is literally infinitely better. Hashem never says give it up just to make us crazy, God forbid. He says give it up, step 1, because what I have for you in the vernacular, you ain't seen nothing yet. So Hashem says, step 1, Lech Lecha me'artzecha me'oladcha mibeis avicha. Give it up. Give up the old stuff. Step 2, get on the road. Get ready for the journey. Get used to the journey. Get used to life being a journey and loving the journey. Loving the journey is not such an easy thing because we like getting there. We like being there. We like either being at home or being at our destination. But on the road journey, where you're not in your comfort zone, things are not in place. It's not easy. Hashem says, get on the road. Get used to the journey. I promise you, Hashem is sort of saying, I promise you, you're going to develop such a taste for Lech Lecha, for leaving the old familiar behind, that you're going to love it. You're going to develop such a taste for the journey, step 2, that you're going to love it. And step 3 is, guess what? You ready? I'm not telling you where you're going. That's step 3. I'm not telling you where you're going. Just leave behind, get on the road, go on the journey. I'm actually not going to tell you where you're going, because Hashem doesn't say Lech Lecha me'aretzecha mimolad el Eretz Yisrael. That's not the pasuk. The pasuk is Ela Aretz Asher Eka. Get ready to set the GPS for unknown destination. Only Hashem knows. Guys, only Hashem knows. So when it says location, just put in Einod Milvada. That's all you have to put in, Einod Milvada. Only Hashem knows. That's step 3. And Hashem says, I guarantee you, this is basic Yiddishkeit. This is it. You want to know the whole Yiddishkeit? You want to know the whole Torah? That's it. 3-part system. Leave behind the familiar, get on the road, do the journey. That's 3. I'm not telling you where you're going. Trust me, says Hashem. Trust me to take you to the right place. Avram Avinu didn't know where he was going. He just followed Hashem. Okay, he was Avram Avinu. But he was Avram Avinu. He was our father. So when he followed Hashem, he gave us that ability to feel like, I could like following Hashem too. Okay, I'm ready. So now, and here's the bonus. We do the 3 steps. Here's the bonus. What happens when you get there, wherever there is, to the 3rd place, to the land that I will show you? Because there is a place, there is a destination. It's just only Hashem knows where it is. So when you get to that place, what happens? Era ba'atzmecha. You find there a surprising, amazing thing. You get there and you see, I can't believe it. There's me. I see, it's like I get to that place and there's a mirror and I see myself. That's the destination. That's where I got to. I see myself. I had that back at home. And then I look in more clearly in the mirror. I said, wow, that doesn't look like me. I mean, it reminds me of me. This is really strange. So you click on the little drop-down menu, and it has 2 options, or a few. One is, click here to see the old you, that you, back before Lech Lecha. Click here to see the way the Rebbe sees you. And then the 3rd, click here to see the way you would like to see yourself. But I'm going to go for the 2nd option. Click here for the way the Rebbe sees you and the way Hashem sees you. Not the old me, all stuck and all my limitations. The way I've been designed to be, that I didn't have the guts to step into. So I go down on the drop-down menu and I say, okay, click here to see the way the Rebbe sees me. And why? In this place that I got to through the 3 steps. There it is, because guess what? If that option, that drop-down menu was available until now, when I was back in Eretz Haran, in my old self, every time I would do the drop-down menu, and it would say, click here to see the way the Rebbe sees you, it was kind of grayed out. You know on the computer when it's grayed out, and you know it's there, but you can't access it? It was grayed out. And then when I followed the 3 steps, Lech Lecha me'aretzecha, I left behind the familiar, I got on the road, and I trusted Hashem to take me wherever He's going to take me. I then click the drop-down menu. All of a sudden, it's no longer gray, and it says, click here to see the way the Rebbe sees you. And I click there, and I say, wow, serious? That's me? That's me and my potential? Wow. Okay. So what do I need to do to get there? And Hashem says, you did the major 3 steps already. You're good. We're going to go from here. we have work to do, but it's going to be amazing. And we're doing it together. I took you this far, right? You followed me through the 3 steps. I'm going to take you to a place where you become incredibly luminous and you fill the world with light. Because more than you want to fill the world with light, the world needs you to fill it. More than you want it, they want it. And you're the one. So ladies, you're the one. It's the right, you've got the right time, it's Lech Lecha. You've got the right place, it's right here, right now. And you've got the right person, it's you. Lech Lecha mamash. Somebody who's one with Melech Malchi Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's you. So ladies, we can do it, we will do it. We're going to fill the world with light. See you along the journey. We're going to do it together. All of us women around the world, we're going to do it together. And we know, please God, we're going to bring the world to the Gulamita Svashlema, to the Beis HaMikdash HaShlishi. May it be now. Thanks. Please join us on orpnimi.info and look for us on Facebook or Pnimi. We'll be together in all these different modalities, plus. We're on the way. Join us. Thanks.